In my practice, I meet usually highly driven people who are also very well educated, so they have a lot to offer, and nevertheless they don't break through to the level that they aspire. And I've realized that for people who struggle with this situation, they basically have two options. They feel that they're hitting a wall, and once they hit the wall, they can keep hitting it. Hit the wall, hit the wall, hit the wall until they break down. Or the other option is that they hit the wall, they hit the wall, they hit the wall, and then they move off into a different direction. I've done both. But what if you could break through that wall without effort and achieve what you want with ease and joy, not by stressing and struggling? Now, my secret agenda is to help more women reach positions where the decisions are taken, because I believe that this is the only way we can make this world a better place and leave it a better place for our children, their children, and all the other children to come. And I'll admit that for a very long time, I thought that women and men were the same. In fact, if anybody would say that we are different, I would view that as an insult. Until I started realizing how degrading that is for women and for myself. Look on the outside, we're quite different, right? So would it be so strange to think that our mind is different too? Even our, the inside of our body is also quite, a lot of it is the same, and our minds are also, a lot of it is the same, but there are crucial differences. And that's exactly why companies want more women at the top, governments want more women at the top. Countries that are run by women have performed a lot better in the pandemic. And companies who are run by women, or where more women are in charge, they tend to be more profitable, they sail a steadier course, the work environment is a lot more pleasant, which makes everybody perform better. So yeah, there are a lot of advantages to having more women at the top. But instead, a lot of studies show that women either leave their jobs once they're on the career ladder. They leave at a crucial point where the shift is to be made. So they take that different direction, or they break down and then stop going for their aspirations, or they don't apply for the jobs even though they are perfectly well qualified. And of course, I'm not talking about all women, but this is a general trend that is worrying a lot of researchers and companies and governments, that, hey, we're now investing all this money into all these programs to empower women, and they're not coming. What's happening? Well, let me tell you what's happening. Especially those women with high aspirations are vulnerable to self-sabotage. And I'm not saying that there are no external obstacles. Of course there are a lot of external obstacles. One of them is the way the world is run. It's run by men and for men. And this is not anti-men talk. It's just not acknowledging. I want to draw your attention to the fact that we're not acknowledging our differences, and that a lot of things are done the way they suit men. So we need to increase our numbers in order to start changing things. But if you're also holding yourself back, then there is no way you're going to overcome those external obstacles, right? If you want a different job, if you want a higher level, then you need to be aligned, you need to be self-assured, you need to be assertive, you need to be totally confident and comfortable with who you are. But this mindset thing of not feeling good enough is what blocks a lot of women. And so, yeah, they're putting the standards so high that it's just impossible to ever meet them. So, of course, you never feel good enough because you can't reach those standards. That's one side of not feeling good enough. The other side of it is also that, well, if you feel that you're not good enough, you very likely also have the inclination of wanting someone else to tell you that you're good enough, wanting someone else's approval before you can let go of what you have created. So you're giving away your power, just like when you were small. You needed that approval of probably one of your parents who was taking control, who was taking care of you, who was controlling you. And it is because you were liked, you were approved for what you were doing, for how you were behaving, not for who you are. There's a lot more to say about that, but let me stick now to what I can give you, the tip I can give you, and that's, first of all, being aware of this inner program is already step one to start letting go of it. Step two is to realize that this inner program, this conditioning, was your strategy when you were very small. You had no choice to do anything else. But now you're grown up. You are in control. It's okay to take control. And it's okay to tell yourself that you are good enough. You don't need the approval of anybody anymore. Take back your power. There is nobody but you who expects you to be perfect. You're perfect the way you are.